up, YouTube? How y'all doing tonight? It's TK from Comic Insider. What y'all up to? So, tonight, obviously, we're going to be talking about some Avengers. We're going to be talking a little bit about the Endgame. We waited to get this episode out just so, Marvel's done promoting it, waited a couple weeks so everybody had a chance to see the Endgame. Because if you've not checked that movie out, you have to. And if you haven't checked it out, you know what? There's going to be some spoilers in this video. So, that being said, Comic Insider, you know what? We're going to be talking about, not only are we going to be talking about a little bit of what happened in Endgame. And we're not giving actual big spoilers away, alright? We're just going to be talking little things, don't want to spoil the Endgame for everybody. But we're also going to be talking about Spider-Man tonight. So, mainly, the go-ahead from the Russo brothers and Marvel Studios was, that they released the Far From Home trailer today. But, you know what? I gotta say this. Speaking of the Endgame, just like Doctor Strange said.
We're in the Endgame now.
It had a bunch of stuff going on, and pretty much almost everybody's theories were wrong, especially if y'all were the ones who was going for that Ant-Man, what theory? Yeah, gross. But, no, it was completely epic. I mean, definitely, I've already seen this, went and seen it 3 times, so, I mean, even if you haven't checked it out, if you've already checked it out, probably gonna go see it again. I mean, it's pretty much wrapping up, besides this next movie coming out, which was, is gonna be, Spider-Man Far From Home. It's pretty much wrapping up, the end of Phase 3, and, Phase 4 is gonna be even better. I mean, if you already saw the, it's too funny to pass up. I mean, right there behind me, the fat Thor. That was, oh my god, that was just too funny. It's like, alright, want the body of Thor? Got it now. I mean, that was too hilarious to miss. Y'all have to check that out. That's the whole reason I went to go see that. I mean, you got in the movie, it's, pretty much starts off weeks after, and then it turns into 5 years into the future, which is pretty crazy. I mean, everybody's gone their own way. They're trying to maintain the rest of the world. The only thing that's good about it, like Thanos said, I mean, at least, rent's cheaper. But other than that, I mean, it's pretty grim. Just at the snap, of his fingers, wearing the Infinity Gauntlet, half of all life on every planet gone. I mean, he said that in Infinity War, and he did it. I mean, this is pretty epic, because, I mean, Infinity War was the first time the Avengers ever lost. And, I mean, it hit them hard. I mean, Thor became, pretty much, I mean, y'all gotta check that out, don't miss it, pretty much came the town stoner drunk for a while. I mean, Iron Man's off having a family, which is pretty cool. I mean, y'all gotta check this. It's too epic. But, yeah, the only thing I think that was missing from the movie would be, that one character, Louise, because he was just funny. I mean, they mentioned time heist in this movie. I mean, there's so many things going on that it's just, pretty much, there's no point of trying to spoil all of it. We're not going to show you clips of the movie or anything like that, because if you saw it, you saw it. If you didn't, you need to. Speaking of, though, stuff you need to see, so one of the reasons, like, safe zone to talk about this today is, they released, yesterday, the, like I was saying earlier, the Spider-Man Far From Home, the movie trailer, and right here, once again, spoilers for anybody, who hasn't seen it, but for all of us that saw this, even if you didn't catch all the parts in this movie, I mean, and if you saw the trailer already for Far From Home, my theory was before seeing Endgame was, okay, this is before, before the whole, the Infinity War. I mean, because you see Spider-Man in Infinity War, in that clip where he's on the bus ride, you just think, all right, he's probably getting back from this trip, like when you saw the first preview for Far From Home. Well, apparently it's kind of cool. It takes place afterwards. But, like I said, like a dozen times already, if you haven't seen, and that's why I'm not talking too much about the plot. I mean, there are great things that happened in Endgame. Another gauntlet. Fat Thor. Can't spoil much more of it than that for y'all. I mean, it is probably the craziest. I mean, everything was leading up to that. And they even had the last spoiler for those, mainly for y'all who saw the movie and didn't catch this. Yeah, Howard the Duck. Apparently, he was one of the ones that got dusted, and you see right there behind me, he's back. So that was kind of cool. If y'all did not catch that, other than that, let's get into this. God, I feel like I'm Tom Holland, man.
The Spider-Man Far From Home trailer is about to play, but if you haven't seen Avengers Endgame yet, stop watching, because there's some serious spoilers about to come up.
Like I already said 20 times. If you have seen Avengers Endgame,
enjoy the trailer. Everywhere I go, I see his face. I just really miss him.
Yeah, I miss him too. I don't think Tony would have done what he did if he didn't know that you were going to be here after he was gone.
So it's post-Endgame.
You gonna be the next Iron Man now?
Well, no, I don't have time. I'm too busy doing your job.
Damn!
I'm kidding. Look, keep up the good work, because I am going on vacation.
Heads up, Nick Fury's calling you.
Tom Holland Spider-Man's probably
why? Because if you don't
my favorite out of all the Spider-Man.
I don't want to talk to him. You sent Nick Fury to voicemail?
Oh shit, he just hung up on Nick Fury!
What's up? We're just talking about the trip. I'm here in St. Marco Polo. Oh, I think MJ really likes me. I want to give him my first all along.
You're a very difficult person to contact, Spider-Man.
You don't hang up on Nick Fury, man.
This is Mr. Beck.
I could use someone like you on my world.
Your world, Beck, is from Earth.
Right there, okay? He's from Earth, but listen to this.
Just not ours. The snap to our hole in our dimension.
You're saying there's
Dude,
we have a job to do. You're coming with us.
I don't know if any of y'all are catching this. That's Mysterio.
What about Thor?
Off-world.
And Hydro Man.
Unavailable.
Unless that's just one of his tricks, but...
Who's the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man?
Alright, no Spider.
Please, you've been to space.
Alright, right there. There's the one thing, yeah, Mysterio, that's pretty crazy. And I don't know if they're going to go by that name, because it sounded like they tried to call him something else for a second. But apparently this guy's from another Earth, so they mentioned the multiverse. And on top of that, so far he's pretending like he's a good guy, which in the comics, see, this is why I'm like, in the comics, and even in the Spider-Man cartoon from the 90s, he tried to play it off like he was a good guy at first, till he got popped, until he got busted. And people realized who he was and all that, but Hydro Man, it looked like, unless that's one of his, man, you can't tell if this guy actually has powers or if that's just illusions, because that's crazy right there. And then you got Nick Fury like, bitch, please, you've been to space. That was just great.
Peter, I want to go back on my trip with the girl who might really like and tell her how I feel. MJ, are you done Spider-Man? No, of course I'm not.
I mean, it's kind of obvious.
You may not be ready, but this is my responsibility. Saving the world requires sacrifice. Sometimes people die. Oh my God.
Can't tell if he's a bad guy or should take notes.
The world needs the next Iron Man.
You going to step up or not?
Alright, So it looks like at least a good minute of this is going to be, you know, where the Spider-Man in the Nair suit. Like, so that's...
Gotta get you guys out of here! You're on the jet! Who are you? I work with Spider-Man. You work for Spider-Man? I work with Spider-Man, not for Spider-Man.
Oh, you see right there, Happy's pissed. So definitely check that out. I mean, that's going to be a great one. That's pretty much wrapping up. Besides, I mean, technically, I mean, the next Guardian of the Galaxy, you know, Guardians of the Galaxy, Black Panther and all that, like, those upcoming movies that are coming out in the next year or two are technically Phase 4, so it's pretty much the wrap-up of Phase 3 for Marvel, and, I mean, that seems pretty epic, pretty good movie, and, I mean, one of my theories was this was taking place around Infinity War, like took place like right after Homecoming or something, but apparently it's post Endgame, which is just, that's a wild ride. Y'all gotta check out that movie, check out this movie, and for what happens in the future with Marvel, like, this is what I'm wondering. Alright, are we going to see the A-Force, you know, the all-female Avengers, She-Hulk, and all those, you know, Lady Sif, all that? Or, you know, for possible movies for Phase 4, I mean, obviously they were talking about, for Phase 4, they were going to try to do the Eternals at some point. But, yeah, it's going to be epic next couple of years on these Marvel movies. And one thing that you definitely have to check out, and don't miss it, is the cameo. Stan Lee's last cameo was Endgame. Apparently. I kind of have hopes that they're going to have one for, you know, Far From Home, but they did say it was, you know, Endgame was his last cameo, and keep an eye out for that, because that's not for y'all's younger generation, that's for the original old school Marvel fans. So, yeah, Comic Insider, you already know the name. If you like what we're talking about, you know, hit that subscribe button, share these videos. We're on Facebook and YouTube, you know, but hit that subscribe button on YouTube. And we're the only show that has a clean bill of health from Doctor Strange, Doctor Doom, Dr. Fate, and Doctor Who. So, Comic Insider, we'll see you in the multiverse. Y'all have a great night. Check out new episodes of Comic Insider every week, Tuesdays and Fridays at 8, 7 Central on YouTube and Facebook. Like and subscribe. We'll see you in the multiverse.
Insider. You better be watching it. Yes, I will. Yeah, I mean, I will hunt you down and find you. I'm trained, you know. You better be watching.